Z92.7 WZBD Radio presents exciting high school wrestling. Brought to you in part by the many community-minded sponsors you'll Z92.7 WZBD Radio presents exciting high school wrestling. Brought to you in part by the many community-minded sponsors you'll hear. And now to the gym for the exciting action.
Well, good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to WZBD Radio YouTube channel, where tonight it will be Bellmont visiting the Carroll Chargers. Rex Brewer along with AJ Calver. AJ, welcome to the YouTube broadcast here tonight. As there's a game that you were kind of concerned about on the radio tonight on 92.7, where there's a couple of basketball teams playing that you typically like to watch, don't you?
Yeah, typically I like to watch, but I've discovered, Rex, that I just don't do well watching basketball. It makes me crazy. There's too many possessions, too many mistakes. I'm better off just following the score on my phone. I'll be fine. Tonight at Carroll, our YouTube, we started the year I was with Dane, and we were a wall of C for YouTube, and now finishing up the dual matches with you here in Carroll High School. Back in the day, Rex, Carroll was very good with state champions and gave Bellmont everything they wanted. Sometimes whooped on us pretty bad, but I don't think that's going to happen this year.
I ran into one of them named Paul Voigt at Costco one day, and he looks like he could hit the mats today still.
Yeah,
he's in fine shape.
Yeah, his father was a fine wrestler as well.
With this lead-in, we've got plenty of commercials to play tonight, so let's get some of those commercials underway here. We'll be back with more wrestling pre-match conversation right here on WZBD Radio YouTube.
Quality dentistry for people of all ages. That's what you'll find at Decatur Dental Services. This is Dr. Taylor Trevere at Decatur Dental Services. We provide a wide range of dental treatment, including preventative, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry. Located at the corner of 224 East and Pickway Road in Decatur. We offer convenient office hours, Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information about our practice, please find us on Facebook or visit our website at DecaturDentalIN.com.
Injured in an accident, need representation in civil, criminal, or family law matters? Call DeVos, Baker, Ainsworth, and Razzo for assistance. Our office has experienced trial lawyers who can guide you through the litigation process and provide you with quality legal service at competitive rates. Call 724-2129 to schedule an appointment with one of our attorneys or visit our website at devoslaw.com for more information.
Rising costs of gas and food putting a strain on your budget? Is your paycheck stretched a little thin? Home and auto insurance rates are on the rise. Maybe it's time to shop around for a lower rate. Give Nick Rumschlag State Farm a call at 260-724-6010 and see if we can save you a few bucks. Don't have time to call? That's okay. You can get a quote 24 hours a day at nickrumschlag.com. You can even stop in our office on North 13th Street in Decatur.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Most of us take clean water for granted, but the plain truth is cities work hard to keep our waterways and stormwater sewers as clean as possible. In the field and around the neighborhood, you are the city's eyes. What you casually observe can make a difference. So if you see signs of trouble, including odd odors, unnatural water color, or signs of dumping or spills, please notify the city immediately. Be proactive. Choose to make a difference. Get more ideas on the web at decatorin.org.
At Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, we're focused on empowering you to achieve financial wellness by offering the resources and support you need every step of the way. We're equally committed to bettering lives in our region through volunteerism, community funding and partnerships, college scholarships, and more. We give back to the people, places, and ideas that matter most to you. Learn more at threeriversfcu.org. Three Rivers is federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back to WZBD Radio YouTube channel. Rick Spur along with AJ Cowler as AJ went to get himself a drink. We are wrestling in the old big gym, which is now the auxiliary gym, as they've modified this building so many times, AJ, that I just about get lost coming in and out of this place. I know I parked in the wrong place. I'm going to have a mile to walk through the frozen tundra to get to my car on the way out of here. But I came in a door, and I just kept wandering around until I finally found it. So I think it's going to be walking in a bitter cold tonight to find that old Buick out there.
Well, I was kind of looking for your vehicle, and I didn't see it. I had an idea where to go, and I pull up, and I'm parked right beside Gavin. Gavin Davis is sitting in his car because he drove in from his home. He didn't come to Decatur to get on the bus. And he says, I think it's our door right there, number 13. And sure enough, he was right, and our bus driver pulled in just a few minutes after I got here, and they pulled up to the wrong door.
Well, if gate 13 is the right door, I parked at gate 26 because I'm about halfway around the building. But you started to talk about what matches we're going to start at tonight at 132 pounds?
132 tonight, Rex, and I've got their roster here, if they were indeed giving me the scoop.
Not giving you the business, as usual?
It looks to me like, let's see. Well, I know Michael Furness is at 26, and I believe that Omar Hamad is at 32.
AJ, I went out looking for a program, and she said, yeah, you just scan that QR code right there and you bring it up on your phone. Well, that's really nice unless you're a radio guy and you're trying to write down on a piece of paper.
That's true. So Omar Hamad is a 32-pounder, and I think that Bellmont is going to bump Franzi and Loshi up. They're going to forfeit 26 and wrestle Franzi at 32 and Loshi at 38. I believe that's how that's going to fly tonight, Rex. So 26 would be the forfeit, and that will be our last match of the evening. So that would work out just swell. I talked to Coach Farode. I said, Coach, that'll be the last match. Make sure we're ahead by more than 6 points when we get to that. He said, we'll do our best. So 132 is Omar, and 38 is Mason Bennett for Carroll.
So they have the mat out on the floor. They've got a few junior varsity wrestlers out there warming up. Don't know how many matches we're going to have tonight. The Bellmont guys have made their weigh-ins, and they're getting ready to start eating their pre-match food. And with that, let's play a couple more commercials here. We're back, and maybe AJ can have our lineups ready for you right after this on WZBD YouTube Radio.
Don Myers Plumbing and Heating in Bern is your American Standard home comfort dealer. American Standard has been in business for more than 100 years and welcomes Don Myers Plumbing and Heating of Bern as one of their independent dealers. Don Myers Plumbing and Heating and American Standard will provide your home or business with energy-efficient heating and cooling equipment, saving you money. Don Myers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling at the east edge of Bern on Adams County Road 000, your American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Hey, do you know when and where we can recycle in Adams County?
Well, I know you can recycle from 8 to 4 weekdays and Saturday 8 to noon at the transfer station next to Golden Meadows.
Okay, where else?
In Decatur, behind D&D Marathon on the east side of town on Thursdays, Mondays at Simon Manufacturing 27 South in Bern, and in Monroe on the third Tuesday at the fairgrounds. Plus, you can always get the latest info at adamscountyswmd.com.
Thanks.
When faced with the difficult task of making arrangements for your loved one, many emotions and questions arise. What would they want me to do if they were here? Where is the money coming from? How much should I spend? Do they want burial or cremation? The staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt Funeral Home can help you navigate these tough questions. Make your wishes known and allow us to make sure that your wishes are carried out. Call Ryan Hershey or Eric Zelt at 260-724-7167 to schedule an appointment today.
For the past 90 years, Smith Brothers has built a solid reputation by providing quality furniture that lasts for generations. They continue to employ the best construction techniques and components available in the industry and offer frame and fabric styles to satisfy every taste, from transitional to traditional and all stops between. Sitting is believing. Test one of their recliners to see how quality engineering makes them stand out from other leading manufacturers. Smith Brothers of Byrd. Feel the difference quality makes.
'Tis the season to give and share at Best One in Monroe. Hi, it's Matt Brown, manager of Best One in Monroe, with our December offer. Bring in a canned food donation for the Monroe United Methodist Food Pantry Drive to Best One and get up to $80 off your purchase of 4 new select Mastercraft, Corsa Trail, and Quest alignment tires. This offer ends December 31st and is available only at Best One in Monroe. Restrictions apply. See store or bestoneofmonroe.com for complete details. And have a safe and blessed holiday season from all of us at Best One in Monroe.
No matter your age, health and life insurance can be confusing and overwhelming. This is Derek Bailey with Bixler Insurance. Whether you are currently on Medicare or will soon be qualifying for Medicare, we have the products and expertise to meet your needs. Under age 65 and looking for health coverage? Interested in protecting your family from an unexpected loss with a life insurance policy? We can discuss options to assure your peace of mind. Call Bixler Insurance today to schedule your free appointment.
Welcome back to Carroll High School. Rex Burr along with AJ Calver as we once again are on the WZBD YouTube channel. And AJ, the YouTube channel has allowed us to bring many different events at the same time. And I know that our Purdue fans would hate to miss their WZBD radio carrying the Purdue IU game. That's always a big game. And I know that you tend to like to tune in and listen to WPGW, our other station, don't you?
Once in a while, I do. The IU game, Purdue at IU is a 10-point favorite. A couple years ago, I stopped making wagers on games, and not because I was losing so much, as I just decided I'd quit while I was ahead. And but 10 points seems like a lot of points to me. I know how good Purdue is this year, and their big Canadian center is probably the player of the year. But man, I 10 points on the road. Well,
I heard a couple of guys arguing today. I think 9.5 was the spread, and the guy told him, "You're going to have to give me 10," because he said, "I'm an IU grad, and I don't know how to split that half point."
Well, it's hey, it'll be entertaining. There's no question about it. I was disappointed at IU's women basketball as they went to Iowa to play, and unfortunately for them, they wanted to get out on Thursday, fly out before the storm hit, and the company that does their lease airplanes didn't have any planes for them, so they couldn't get out, and then they couldn't get out on Friday because of the storm. IU women didn't show up to Iowa until Saturday, probably early afternoon or late morning, and then they played Saturday night. So that really, I didn't expect them to show a lot, and they didn't.
We've had a lot of cold here, and it's been bitter cold, but we haven't had a lot of snow. But I think that little corn belt really got blasted with some heavy snow, and kind of messed some sporting events up. But tonight, these schools did not have school today, but they had e-learning, and both schools determined that since they'd had e-learning that they would still have this event. So we are still covering this match tonight. Good. Usually it's a good match. I think Carroll may be down a little bit this year, but we will tend to see how things play out. They do have a pretty good sized squad. If you look at their program, there are lots of names on the program, but Don't know how many we're going to match up for junior varsity tonight.
Probably double the amount that Bellmont has in the room, Rex. Bellmont will have anywhere from 21 to 25, depending on the day, in the room at one time, which is a very small number considering how good they've been this year, how many matches they've won.
Yeah, and you and I have both known that if somebody drops out of the lineup from 38 on down, there are no backups to fill in those spots.
No, there are not, and that's why Bellmont's going to be forfeiting one in the middle at 38 or perhaps at 32 for the rest of the year, as one of our starters is academically ineligible.
With that, let's play another round of commercials and be back and see if we can have our rosters updated for you here, and we'll get this match started here. Estimated time is 6 o'clock. They have 10 minutes on the scoreboard, but they have not started that clock yet, so we'll back with more pre-match right after this on WZBD Radio YouTube channel.
9 miles from Monmouth and 9 miles from Fort Wayne, situated on 27 just south of 469, sits 9 Mile Restaurant, your home for great meals since 1837. Providing home-cooked meals to travelers between Decatur and Fort Wayne for over 180 years, 9 Mile has stood the test of time as an institution on the southern edge of Allen County. With seating on the family side, bar side, and outdoors, there's always a reason to stop and have a meal. 9 Mile also has a full-service bar and a professional service that can cater your next event or party. The next time you're on your way to or from Fort Wayne, stop in. If you've gone the distance, welcome to 9 Mile.
Every child has the right to the financial support from both parents, regardless of whether the parents are married, live together, or live separately. Please call the Adams County Prosecutor's Office if you need help with establishing paternity, obtaining a child support order, or enforcing of a child support order. In some cases, failure to pay child support can result in criminal charges. The Adams County Prosecutor's Office will diligently and aggressively pursue the collection of support from those who try to avoid this responsibility. There is no cost to get the help of the Prosecutor's Office. If you need help, give the office a call today at 724-5362 or visit adamscountyprosecutor.com.
When it comes to your home, there are things the handyman in you wants to do. And then there's things that should be left to the experts. When it comes to seamless gutters, there's only one choice in our area, and that's Sure Flow Seamless Gutters in Decatur. Tired of gutters that leak at every seam and every downspout? Call the guys at Sure Flow. Putting on a new metal roof and want your gutters to do the job they're meant to do? Call Sure Flow. Find them online at seamlessgutters.net.
Got a girl wrestling 13.
Sure Flow Gutters,
Okay.
260-888-5062.
Hey athletes, are you looking to take your game to the next level? Look no further than Indiana Physical Therapy. Our expert team of sports performance specialists and personalized training programs will have you running circles around the competition. Injured or hurt on the field? Come see us. Our team of physical therapists are dedicated to helping you get back up to speed. With over 19 locations across Indiana, we can get you better, faster. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Got 2 more.
How many?
2 more.
Adams Sports Medicine provides certified athletic trainers at many high school athletic events. These trainers specialize in injury prevention. Dr. Robert Kinney is board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation as well as sports medicine, while Dr. David Coates is board certified in orthopedic surgery. Both Adams Medical Group physicians will be there to provide non-surgical and surgical care. Visit adamshospital.org or call 1-833-724-DOCS to schedule an appointment.
The holidays are here. 'Tis the season to deck your walls with a new TV. Hi, this is Tina with Innovative Concepts Audio Video. All LG OLEDs are on sale now. 43-inch TVs starting as low as $349. A new Samsung 98-inch smart TV just hit the showroom floor. This massive TV retails for $7,999, but is on sale for $4,999. Save $3,000. This holiday season, dash into Innovative Concepts for all your technology needs. Located at 1421 Manchester Street in Decatur. We bring technology to you.
Does your heating system need a good end-of-the-season tune-up from Masters Heating and Cooling? Now is the time to tune up your heating and cooling system. At Masters, we have technicians that can service most makes and models of furnaces and heat pumps at low-cost seasonal special pricing. Contact Masters Heating and Cooling at 1045 South 11th Street in Decatur. On the web at mastersheatcool.com to schedule your preventative maintenance checkup now.
Welcome back to Carroll High School. We're in the old big gym, but AJ, the new field house that they have is really big. It's twice the size of this gymnasium, and I said something to the athletic director when we walked in. He goes, "Yeah, and we're adding on to it some more." I mean, this building has been in construction for 20 years now, probably.
Well, with all the building that's going on in this part of the world, in Huntertown especially, with all the, I think, 1,000 new homes going to be built out there, my thinking is they're going to have to build a new high school. I don't think Carroll High School can be expanded enough to handle the extra 1,500, 2,000 students they're going to have in a few years. So Northwest Allen probably going to be adding a high school before long.
Yeah, and that's what you look in the region area, AJ, and land and everything, so many houses going in. Where do you put a school that size? I mean, it's really hard to squeeze something in, isn't it?
Well, there's farm ground out there, and with the money that they're paying for farm ground now, you can find a 10-acre lot. I'm sure you can put 10 houses on that 10 acres, but they're just going to have to do it. I can't see Carroll being able to handle an additional 1,500 students.
Well, AJ, you think you have the lineup lined up there? Why don't you start running down through there, and I will catch up as you go there.
All right. The way I've got it, at 106 pounds for Bellmont, as it has been all year, it's Ben Mills. The 9th grader will be wrestling Boston Blake. And Boston Blake is a 9th grader as well. At 113 pounds, Ethan Curtis, a junior for Bellmont, will be wrestling a young lady, Cheyenne Welch. Cheyenne she is a sophomore. At 120 pounds, Henry Farrote, a 9th grader, will be wrestling Andrew Gerard. At 126, that's very possible a forfeit for Michael Furness of Carroll High School. That would be the last weight because we're going to start at 132, where Will Franzi will be wrestling Omar Hamad. At 138, Kevin Loshi will be wrestling Mason Bennett. At 140, Sam Wolpert wrestling Eli Ward. At 150, Blake Luganbill of Bellmont wrestling Ryan Myers. At 157, possibly Carroll's best wrestler, Noah Bowser, will be wrestling Gavin Davis of Bellmont. At 165, Duke Myers of Bellmont wrestling August Adams. At 175, Parker Neiman wrestling Xavier Palacios. At 190, Cole Mendez, Bellmont Senior, wrestling Jaden Berry. At 215, Keegan Martin, the last dual match of his terrific high school career. The senior will be wrestling Harrison Fitch, and I'm wondering if this is a little brother to the Fitch that was the state champion for Carroll a few years back. And finally at heavyweight, Grady Baker, who had a great outing in his match against Yorktown, will be wrestling a freshman, Braden Lothamer. And I watched Lothamer wrestle at Mishawaka, and he's pretty good.
And that rounds out what we believe is a schedule of matches that are on tonight. And those are starting at 132 pounds. So with that, let's run another round of commercials and back with pre-match, as they have put 8 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. And we'll run these commercials and back with more pre-match right after this on WZBD YouTube channel.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance for a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs.
Graber Insurance, with offices on Highway 27 North in Bern and 623 West Monroe Street in Decatur.
You may not know it, but Hitzer Patio and Fireplace is the perfect gift center for most everyone on your gift list. Big Green Egg Grills, gift certificates, tabletop pellet grills, Pelican premium coolers, cast iron kettles, and Dutch oven. Unique gift ideas for special people on your gift list. 69 East Main Street in Bern.
Dave Nathan from the Z-Team here for the All-American gas stations in Monroe, Hoagland, Monroeville, Ossian, and throughout Z-Land, and it's happening again. The All-American stores not only give to countless charities, but they're also supporters of local high school athletics here on ZBD. The next time you need gas or a quick snack, stop in for a cold fountain pop, an energy drink, or a hot meal. From Monster Energy drinks to Snickers bars, from smoothies to a hot meal on the go, it's all at your local All-American stores. Check out the All-American Stores official Facebook page for more details and sales. The All-American Stores, hometown owners, hometown staff, your home hometown team.
For 71 years, the Kelly Automotive Group has serviced your automotive needs in Northeast Indiana and in Ohio. Kelly offers 14 brands of new vehicles and has over 500 used vehicles in stock. Kelly values your business and works hard for bank approval for all credit types. Visit drivekelly.com and stop at any friendly Kelly dealership. In Decatur, visit 1313 South 13th Street on U.S. Highways 27 and 33. Drive Kelly and drive with confidence.
Timmy Takedown Tree Service on US 224, 3 miles east of Decatur, has firewood for sale. $30 a scoop, $75 for a 6-foot bed, $85 for an 8-foot bed. Timmy Takedown Tree Service can give you a free estimate on removing storm-damaged trees, grinding stumps, or trimming trees. Call 728-9120 and talk with Jake to set up an appointment. Timmy Takedown Tree Service has been in the area's best and most trusted tree service for 50 years. Stop out or call today. Expert Transmission on US 224 in Decatur and on US 124 in Bluffton is the place to go for not only transmission help, but also full-service general auto and truck repair. Matt, Corey, and Tyler at Expert Transmission are experienced and ASE-certified mechanics who can diagnose and fix your family or work vehicle. Call Steve or Dustin soon to set up an appointment. Expert Transmission has the best warranty in the business, 5 years and 100,000 miles on a new transmission, and can give you a free estimate. Call today at 724-2434 or like Expert Transmission on Facebook.
Yeah, well, I'm going to turn my mics back up here. Welcome back to Carroll High School as we're counting down here with 5 minutes, 18 seconds left to go. And AJ, they do have one young lady on the team. We were at the girls' state finals on Friday of last week, and they did not have anyone qualify, I think, to get to the state finals. But we did see 224 young ladies wrestling at a level of skill and ability that is just phenomenal. These girls have improved in the past 5 years to the point where it was such an enjoyable tournament to watch. It just really was a pleasure to be there.
Rex New Haven was the eventual champion, so congratulations to the Dogs of New Haven for being a state championship team.
If you get a couple of sisters that are back-to-back state champions, that helps your cause, doesn't it?
It sure adds up the points in a hurry, and we're talking about the Ocampo girls, Juliana and her sister, and what's her first name is?
Isabella.
And Isabella actually bumped up a little bit in weight. And
well, I think they actually weigh the same, and they kind of take turns because during the boys' season they've traded back and forth. I mean, when we were at the NE8, I think one match Isabella wrestled the lighter weight and Juliana wrestled the heavyweight, and they switched back and forth. But for the girls' state, they went against. They didn't have to wrestle the Krull sisters. Heather Krull was in between them, but Isabella did wrestle the younger Krull and defeated her. A couple other sisters, the Cantu sisters from Maryville, were there. So there's quite a few family names in there kind of carrying the torch for those teams.
Just like the boys, you know, it's a family tradition to wrestle. And Jay County had a state champion as well, and that's, what, her third?
That is her third, along with Giuliano Campo with Mallory Winter. And Mallory had a tough match at the semi-state with the number 2 ranked girl from Eastside. But when she got in the finals this week, she shut her down 6-0, and it was a pretty even match. And Mallory Winter just wrestles so controlled and never really gets in bad position, and just a very successful weekend for her.
That's terrific. That's congratulations to those kids, and a thrill of a lifetime to become a state champion, and for New Haven to have a state championship team. Stanley Hostetler should be very proud of the New Haven wrestling, and if the boys didn't get it done, the girls did it for them.
Now we're looking at 1,059 girls were the number of girls that registered to wrestle in the tournament series. Coach Gary Myers, the Coaches Association president, had more than that registered. He said he thought there was close to 1,500 registered, but only 1,059 signed up to wrestle in the tournament series.
So tell me, what does it look like for high school wrestling being a sanctioned sport for the ladies next year?
I have pushed Robert Falkins so many times, and his last words, he finally got frustrated with me asking him. He said, I'm committing to you that I'm going to do everything possible, and he said, we should have girls wrestling sanctioned next year. and somebody in the crowd asked him, well, they're trying to sanction boys volleyball. Are they hooked together? And he said they're totally independent, two separate sports. One has nothing to do with the other one.
That's all well and good, but he hasn't committed to getting it done. from what you're saying anyway. And once they do that, if you're not aware, once they sanction girls wrestling, there'll be no more girls wrestling against guys. And I can't think that that's a terrible thing. I'm not that way. It's just it's a no-win situation for the girls to have to wrestle guys, and I'd like to just see it girls against girls.
Well, we've had a lot of chatter and people talking about it, and there's people really opposed to it, and they say, well, those girls want to wrestle, blah, blah. We asked every single state champion after they were done wrestling what they thought of it. It meant nothing to them, the fact that they couldn't wrestle against boys. They're totally committed. I mean, they pushed so hard to get their sport sanctioned that they would just soon have their sport sanctioned and not be concerned with wrestling boys. And like Brandon Razzo was on our show the other night, and he said there's a handful of girls that are successful to compete against boys.
A handful.
And they're at that small weight class where there's not that strength disadvantage. But if you get into the upper weight classes, there is definitely a strength and size advantage for men. I mean, that's all there is.
Probably 20% at least, I would say, in terms of strength. Now, when I was coaching back in the day in Arizona in the middle school, I watched a 90-pound young lady win a huge tournament. Must have been 36 teams there, and she beat all the guys. But that was at 90 pounds. And when she got to high school and then had to wrestle 106-pound boys, it was certainly going to be a different tale. Rex, tell me, we got Huntington coming up, the conference tournament. Are you going to be doing the ACAC on Friday night?
Yes, we are.
And where is that going to be?
ACAC is at Bluffton.
Okay, and that's Friday night. That'll start, late afternoon, early evening?
I don't. Close to the buzzer. I'm not sure. I usually just wait until Dane tells me what time to show up and where, but I know that you and I will be at the Huntington North Gym, and it's a great place to broadcast from. Plenty of room, lots of good visuals, a good place to see for everything, so we'll see how that goes. But 88 from Bluffton on Friday night, and it usually runs pretty late into the evening.
Yeah, it does, because they want to get it all done in one day. With the NE8 tournament at Huntington, it's one of Rex's favorites because they have a wonderful room for the coaches and the administrators and the broadcasters for a chance to get a bite to eat.
Huntington always takes care of everyone, and our good friend Pat Culp made sure that we got food tickets and meal tickets for the girls' state finals on Friday.
Good for her. She does a great job.
Our official tonight is Jimmy Gigline. One other thing that Pat did was we were really struggling to get internet service inside the old gymnasium, and she had her crew run us a hard line and put us onto an Ethernet cable, and we were locked in. And once we got locked in, we were money after that. We're going to wrestle a couple of junior varsity matches here, and I'm going to take this opportunity to play a couple more commercials back with the varsity and the lineup right after this on WZBD.
Bowers Paint Studio on West Monroe Street in Decatur is hands down the best auto body repair shop in the Midwest. That's why your friends and neighbors give Bowers Paint Studio a 5-star rating on Facebook. Your family ride get dinged in an accident? Take it to Bowers for a free estimate. Need a custom paint job for your collectible car or motorcycle? Bowers Paint Studio is the place to go. Nate works with all the insurance companies and can help you get a loaner. That's Bowers Paint Studio on West Monroe Street in Decatur.
When you're doing new construction or remodeling and you need drywall, the name to call is Paul Baker Drywall. Paul Baker Drywall does championship caliber work and gives you free estimates. Paul uses all the latest styles for your approval, and his work is always guaranteed. Give Paul a call today at 701-4388. That's 701-4388. When it's time for drywall, use the best, Paul Baker Drywall.
Hey, it's me. Well, you from the future. Let's talk budget. Gas prices are going up, you blew your budget buying groceries, and here comes your bill for car insurance. Now, that's one bill you can control when you choose Erie Insurance.
Do your future self a favor and ask about Rate Lock from Erie.
The only thing going down is the waistline on our jeans. Yep, low rise are back in again. Ugh.
Your Erie agent in Adams County is John Kintz Insurance.
Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Good old reliable Moen faucets have style that has been around for your lifetime and probably your parents' lifetime. Moen has taken the old-fashioned design and made a faucet with a new traditional look in chrome, antique, and polished brass finishes. New Moen faucets are backed by Moen's lifetime limited warranty against leaks and drips. Ask Baker & Sons Plumbing and Heating, 702 Nutman Avenue in Decatur, about Moen faucets for a lifetime. That's Baker & Sons Plumbing and Heating.
Does your smile need work? Maybe it's time for a cleaning and exam. Visit Laura Kugelhahn, DDS, and her knowledgeable, caring staff at Complete Smiles on North Main Street in Bluffton. Dr. Kugelhahn would love to help you maintain your dental health or transform your smile. Whatever your needs might be, Complete Smiles is there to help you. Dr. Kugelhahn is currently accepting new patients. Call 824-3100 to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back to Carroll High School as Landon Rich is wrestling a junior varsity match on for the Bellmont Braves right now, and I'm not sure who he's wrestling, but AJ, we are right by some speakers, and it's really loud here, so if we get drowned out every time the horn goes off, bear with us. But we are up in the upstairs, and he told me this is the best place to get us power, so we go where they let us sit.
Right. Landon Rich wrestled varsity last Tuesday, and on Monday he had a JV tournament that he wrestled at and wrestled 3 times and didn't get a victory. Was defeated 3 times wrestling JV, wrestled varsity against Yorktown and won the match in overtime. So it was a terrific win for him. I'm sure it was his first varsity win on the mat. He won one by forfeit at Mishawaka. But it's great to see a young man who works as hard as he does and hangs in there finally get a win.
I believe Landon is just in his 2nd year. I think he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
But he's looking, trying to bridge off his back here. He got caught in a chicken wing. But looks like there's at least 2 more Bellmont guys lined up, so we might have 2 more junior varsity matches before we get to the lineup. And there's a fall as Jamie Gigline makes that call.
The final results are out for 2A, and obviously Delta is ranked #1 in the season's final results as they were the 2A state champions. Bellmont was #2, and I believe Garrett was #3.
Correct, and then followed by West. Jay County
was 4 and Western was 5. Adams Central was #2 in 1A as they were defeated in the finals by Rochester. And I was surprised, of course, Rochester had some poor dual matches early in the season, and they were overlooked a little bit, but boy, they wrestled well once they got into the tournament.
AJ, you and I have seen that Delta team up close a couple of times now, and you can imagine that that Delta sectional coming into the Jay County Regional, there's going to be some hearts broken. I mean, there's going to be some matches there that there's some local guys that are just going to be fighting for 2nd place because Delta's got a few guys in Davis weight class ranked #1 in the Fort Wayne semi-state. So when they come to your regional, you're going to have to deal with them.
You're absolutely right. The regional with Delta in there and Jay County and Bellmont and Adams Central, it's not going to be an easy regional for certain. The good thing is now they take 4 wrestlers to semi-state. Back in the day, it was just the top 3. So once you're in that consolation match for 3rd and 4th, that was the blood round because you wanted to make it to semi-state, knowing that if you got there, you had a chance to make it to state. Now, if you're just win your first match and don't get any kind of flagrant misconduct penalty, you're going to go to semi-state regardless at regional.
As we wind our way through these junior varsity matches, we want to make sure that we have plenty of time to get our ads in here.
Another Bellmont wrestler laid out by Carroll JV.
That is Mr. Krishner, young Mr. Krishner. Mr. Joe Walker is getting ready to take the mat right now. We're going to play some commercials. Back with should have the lineup right after this on WZBD YouTube Radio.
This is Ed Thurman, and I've driven across every highway and bridge in Indiana calling high school games on the radio since 1972. We take those bridges and overpasses for granted sometimes, but knowing they're made right here in Decatur at Pre-Stress puts me at ease and allows me to focus on the game. If you're looking for a career right here in Adams County, starting at over $20 an hour, go to PreStressServices.com and click on Careers. From general labor with no experience to driving those long beams to the job site with your CDL, Pre-Stress might just have the job you're looking for.
When you walk out of the cold winter weather, you expect your home to be as warm as it was when you left in the morning. If you're worried about the heat in your home, call Kevin McIntyre. Don't get called for stalling, because once your furnace has gone out, you're already too late. McIntyre Heating and Air Conditioning can install a new furnace to meet your needs, or Kevin can service your existing furnace. A proud member of the Decatur community for decades, Kevin is a trusted repairman and installer of new furnaces. Call McIntyre Heating and Air Conditioning.
Soul Pig Barbecue on 2nd Street in Decatur, across from the courthouse, features traditional and not-so-traditional barbecue, brisket, smoked meats, pulled pork, wings, burgers, soul food, steaks, fish, seafood, and a full bar service. Bring the spouse and the young ones to Soul Pig and enjoy the family side or dine on the bar side. Large portions ensure no one will go home hungry after a Soul Pig meal. Follow Soul Pig on Facebook for the daily, weekend, and entertainment specials.
Town & Country Auctioneers has teamed up with Shaw Real Estate to offer you the most comprehensive auction and real estate services in the area. Whatever real estate or personal property you're buying or selling, we have you covered. We provide our customers with the utmost care in handling you or your loved one's property. You can contact Mitzi Gardner or myself, Corbin Boltzmeyer, at 260-724-8899 to walk with you every step of the way throughout the process. Town & Country is at 211 North 13th Street, Decatur, Indiana.
Welcome back to WZBD's YouTube radio channel, covering Bellmont versus Carroll tonight. As another Bellmont wrestler has been caught in a cradle, as Joe Walker, as he's bridging out of a cradle, and Jamie Gagline makes the fall call. And I think we have three more Bellmont wrestlers here lined up, as it's Devin Gephardt lined up here, and then Ryan Fallbush, and then followed by Mr.
Giving our JVs a chance to get some action.
And that's always good when you have a match that big. That is Mr. Hirely. Luke Hirely is lined up, the last one wrestling. So it's Devin Gephardt and Ryan Fallbush, a couple of 90-pounders, and then Luke Hirely up next after that.
Well, Devin was successful in his JV match against Yorktown on the other night, and that had been Thursday night. Let's see what he can do tonight. He's a senior, so he's got a little bit of experience. I talked to him after the matches were concluded, and I congratulated him on sticking it out and being a fourth-year senior and hanging in the room and not quitting even though he couldn't make the varsity. He said, I worked too hard and spent too much time to quit. I'm part of this team, and I'm proud to be there.
Also, always like to mention our other boosters that pay extra money to be on our advertisements here. There's Rebecca Cochran, CPA at 165 North 2nd Street in Decatur, proud to be a longtime wrestling booster, along with Johnson's Auto Sales at the corner of 13th and Adams Street in Decatur, where you always drive quality for less. My wife is driving one of their vehicles right now, and Ahead of the Curb Driving Academy to get your young drivers on the road. And AJ, if you went through town on Sunday, there was a big water main break down Adams Street, and it turned Adams Street down to 13th Street by Johnson's also into a skating rink. It was ugly.
I bet it did. It was 5 below zero. And thank goodness we've got dedicated, committed workers for the city who are out there in the freezing weather fixing that water break.
And then I believe later on in the afternoon there was a fire over in Bluffton, and a lot of the Decatur Fire Department went over and helped in a big blaze over there in Bluffton and helped take care of that little incident over there.
Yeah, it's we couldn't do it without everybody pitching in, and we're so fortunate in the small town that we live in that we've got as many dedicated and committed workers and volunteers as we do, and not only in the city police and the fire department and the water department and everything that they do. they're looking out for us and our benefit and the city itself. So any chance you get to give them a thank you or a heads up or a pat on the back, please do it.
Dana's coming up here to give me image here, AJ. So once you keep track of Devin Gephart's match there.
I will. So you got Dane doing some technical assistance here?
Yeah, he's going to give me a little blurb to put in here.
Devin Gephart is in a no-score match here as they go into the second period, and he'll start this period on the bottom. And Devin hits a switch, comes up to his feet, or attempts to. Now he's up, fighting for some hand control, and should be out. His opponent drops down on the leg, still hasn't taken him back to the mat. Devin tries a somersault out of that. And they're out of bounds, but the wrestling continues. Devin's got his arm caught behind his back, and now he's cleared it. I can never tell when they're out of bounds and when they're not anymore on the edge of the mat.
Well, usually the referee blows the whistle. That's how you can tell.
Well, but I don't know if he should have blown the whistle or not. Smart Alec. Devin reaching up for a near leg. Neither wrestler has changed positions. Devin started the second period in the down position. And now his Carroll opponent has worked behind him, and he's in much better shape to maintain his control. Devin looked like he was out with that standing switch to a stand-up, but he didn't quite clear his foot. His opponent earned a single leg and hung on to it and finally maintained his control on the edge of the mat. If you're just joining us, this is one of the last 2 or 3 JV matches here at Carroll High School. We started a little early tonight at 6 o'clock.